Matthews was there and has more in this report.
As the White Frogs of TCU host the SMU Mustangs.
The last time TCU beat SMU in a football game, we were still at war in Vietnam, and Forrest Gregg was playing for the Cowboys in Super Bowl VI. 1971 was a long time ago. So long ago that most of the Mustang players were just a year old. SMU was a 29-point underdog against the Frogs, but near the end of the first half, you had to wonder. When Mike Romo hit Corey Beard over the middle, and then Beard's fumble somehow landed in the hands of Andy Bergfeld, who completed the incredible touchdown play, the Ponies trailed by just 4 at halftime, and the streak was still very much alive. At halftime, you only got a 4-point lead. What do you think second half? Do you think you might win it, or are you worried? Are you worried at all?
No, I think we'll win the game, but I hope that we don't have the turnover. If we do, we'll lose it.
I think the kids are playing with heart, is what they're doing. And apparently they've improved every week. Did you see the first game? They've improved every week, and I'm just as proud as I can be of them.
Are you shocked at all that it's as close as it is?
Yeah, I am. To be honest with you, I really am. But they're playing well. Forrest Gregg is obviously very experienced, and he's out coaching Wacker right now.
The Frogs didn't exactly catch fire in the second half, but they did score a couple of touchdowns while shutting out the Ponies. The 28-10 victory ended the 18-year Frog drought, although not nearly as convincingly as most people expected.
You got to be damn proud of them. Well, I'm proud of you.
You guys are a little too tough.
Yeah, we should. We're a little more experienced.
So we should have put them away earlier in the first half, but we had so many mistakes. I had a fumble myself, and we had some interceptions, that came in critical times of the game that we could have put them away.
18 years of frustration are now over for TCU, but SMU proved that you can lose a streak, but keep your pride intact. For Sports Extra, I'm Tim Matthews.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Welcome to TCU Football with head football coach Jim Wacker. Today's show is brought to you by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of North Texas. Coca-Cola Classic. Can't beat the feeling. Radio Shack, the technology store, America's leader in consumer electronics. Blackman Moorings Dematic, carpet, furniture, drapery, and air duct cleaning. Delta Airlines. Delta, we love to fly, and it shows. Dr. Pepper Bottling Company of Texas. Dr. Pepper and TCU, just what the doctor ordered. Jack Williams Auto Mall, Highway 80 at Loop 820 and West Fort Worth. Ashworth Insurance, for your peace of mind, we're always there. TCU would also like to thank the following sponsors for their support. Max Eubank Roofing, Bruce Alford, Union Pacific Resources, Curtis Nooner, and Southwest Land Title.
And TCU has done it. They have broken a long, long drought to their cross-metroplex rivals, the SMU Mustangs, dating back to 1971. It's over. TCU has beaten SMU tonight, 28-10 here at Amon Carter Stadium.
It was a good victory in Amon Carter Stadium. But I'll tell you something. Those turnovers are driving me bananas. They're driving me crazy. Man, from one week to the next, and in the first half, we end up with 4 turnovers again. Time after time, we have a chance to put the game away. What do? We mess it up somehow, some way. But I'll tell you something. It's kind of like going back to my old 3rd grade piano teacher. She said, Jim, we are just going to do it over and over and over until we finally get it right.
It's second down and about 7. TCU rushes 4, and Romo wants to shoot this time. Over the middle, intercepted at the 37 by Richard Booker. Booker back to the 30, down to the 26-yard line. And Booker is the guy who picked off the pass last year and ran it back for the score against the Rice Owls. So one throw, and TCU picks off their 5th pass of the year. And TCU fumbles the opening snap, and SMU recovers. Looked like a bad exchange between center and quarterback, 4 down linemen. As Romo on second down rolls this way. Looking, has time, pulls the trigger over the middle, maybe intercepted. Conley or Crump come up with it, At the 35, Lavoie Crump will get credit for the interception, his second of the year, and great field position thanks to the TCU defense. 1st and 10 at the SMU 36 out of the triple shoot. Nowak goes in motion left, now back right, and Giles wants to shoot. Does. Over the middle and throws an interception at the 15-yard line. Marcus Melanson takes it back for the Mustangs. Intended for Steve Shipley, and the Mustangs get it right back. That is Ron Giles' second interception of the night and his 8th interception of the season. And Romo on 2nd down to throw. Fakes. The double pump, delivers it right to Robert McBride. Intercepted at the 16-yard line by the TCU senior. That'll be Robert McBride's 3rd interception of the year. Ball intended for Andy Bergfeld, but Romo underthrew that one badly, and the Frogs get it back from the 38-yard line. 2 receivers left to slot that way. Fake to Montkins. Giles rolls out. Giles looking over the middle, throws for Palmer, hit hard and intercepted. Palmer never had control of it. Hagan stepped in front of him and got it at the 47-yard line of SMU. 2 receivers left. Romo sends Beard in motion. It's 2nd down and 9. Romo rolling left. Wings it down the middle. Trying to get it all, but Larry Brown is there to intercept it 6 yards deep in the end zone.
Finally, after we come up with that 4th interception, we did do it right.
Bullock crouches over the football. Giles, the quarterback. Palmer, Jackson, and Montkins, the setbacks in the wishbone look here. Palmer, the up back, and it's Montkins crashing. Touchdown, TCU. Curtis Montkins from 3 yards out, and the Horned Frogs scores 6 more.
You know, I guess it's easy always to look at the negatives, at the bad things. But, hey, we've got to also turn the coin. You know, we've also got to look at the good things in life. Saturday night against SMU, there were a lot of good things. Number 1, the 4 big interceptions the defense came up with. Man, they made some great plays back there. Lavoie Crump, Larry Brown. You go right on down. Booker had a great one. Robert McBride had his 3rd interception of the year. That was good to see. And then again, what about the second half? The Frogs did come to play. We did shut them down. We did shut them out in the second half. We outscored them 14-0. And, hey, that was encouraging. But the other thing I think we've got to really take a cue from SMU. You know, if you're going to fumble a football, at least fumble it right. Make good things happen with that fumble. What a crazy play.
4 DBs back there for TCU, and Romo to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, lofts it over the middle, and has his man Corey Beard in traffic. He laterals to Bergfeld, and if Bergfeld caught it in the air, he'll score. Touchdown, SMU. Palmer at the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, cuts back, may score. The 3-yard line and into the end zone. He broke at least 2 tackles on the play and scores the touchdown from 37 yards out. 2nd and 10, ball in the middle of the field. 2 receivers right, the lone setback, and they want to throw it to Montkins in the flat at the 30, 35, 40, 1st down, 45, 50, may go all the way. He has 1 man to beat and can't beat him. He had the angle cut off and stopped Curtis Montkins at the 26-yard line.
It was just 58 screen, and I just go out outside, catch it, and come back against the grain. And the offensive line did a great job. It was wide open. And that's all they tell you. All we got to do is catch it and run with it. It was easy on my part. The line would do the job.
513 yards total offense. But we had some backs that played. I'll tell you that. Tommy Palmer, 80 yards rushing again, had a couple great runs, and almost 50 yards in pass reception. What about Curtis Montkins for a little old freshman, huh? 118 yards rushing and another 59 yards in receptions. Hey, some of those guys did really come to play. Mike Nowak, 5 receptions for 59 yards. Stephen Shipley, a true freshman, 2 big catches for 43 yards. Hey, a lot of guys went and really played well offensively. We did have a fun night. We did explode at times. And that crazy triple shoot offense, it is getting better and better, and it's going to keep improving as this season goes on.
Mustangs will rush 4 here on 2nd down and 9 with 10.5 to go. 1st quarter scoreless. Draw play. This is Palmer. Breaks out to the 25, 30, 35. 1st down. Still on his feet. Finally dragged down at the 37-yard line near side, the short side. 3 receivers lined up right against SMU's 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers. Snap. Giles hands off to Palmer. Escapes a tackler at the line of scrimmage. Cuts back to the 30, 25, inside the 25. First down, TCU. Second down and 10. Jackson and Morey lined up wide right. A receiver left. Palmer stays back there to block, and Giles throws down the middle for Michael Jackson. Caught at the 25 and downed immediately. Here is a 1st and 10 at the 23. Jackson now has 15 catches. Last year's TCU leader, Jared Delaney, had 30. And here's Palmer going off the right side. He is still on his feet at the 15, down to the 10. I think the Mustangs thought he was out of bounds and quit for a moment. Finally driven out at the 6-yard line by Kerry Brabham. Jackson, Michael Jackson in motion in front of Tommy Palmer, and Giles will run the option this way. Pitches to Tommy Palmer. Touchdown, TCU. Palmer trots into the end zone. Frogs show some muscle and take the early lead here at Amon Carter Stadium from 6 yards out. 3rd down from their own 34. Far hash mark. Giles fakes to Palmer and rolls out. Hit as he delivers the football to Mike Nowak at midfield. 1st down, TCU. 3rd and 17 instead of a 3rd down and short, and it is at their own 45-yard line. They have 2 receivers left, 1 right. Giles to throw. Has time. Over the middle. Finds his man. Shipley, 1st down. How about that? Down to the 36-yard line. Caught at the 38. Tackled by Chris Collins. Palmer the lone setback. 2 receivers. Shipley and Morey split right. Giles looking over the middle. Has Nowak into Mustang territory. Delivered it right over the middle. Nowak had the courage to look back, get it, take his lick at midfield. Kerry Brabham brought him down at the 48-yard line. And they have the ball in Mustang territory again. 1st and 10 at the 48. Want to run the option this way. Giles will keep it. He's got running room, has a 1st down, and is finally caught inside the 30, 25, down to the 22-yard line by Marcus Melanson. Shipley split wide right. They send Stu Dickens wide left against SMU's 3-4. Giles to throw. Has plenty of time. Now steps up into the pocket and wants to run. Out to the 45, 50 across midfield. 1st down. Mike Bulla lined up over the football at center. Dead in the middle of the field. 1st and 10 at the Mustang 49. Handoff. Motkins breaks through the 40, 35, 30, down to the 25, 20, and collared at the 18-yard line by Kerry Brabham. A touchdown saving tackle. 2nd down and goal. Giles fakes, rolls out, touchdown. Mike Nowak wide open, 5 yards deep in the end zone. His 1st college touchdown. The redshirt freshman from Duncanville puts TCU back in control. Frogs have a single tight end in the ballgame. Looks like Tommy Palmer is playing tight end right now. He is. Draw play. Motkins running well. Past the line of scrimmage. 20, 30, near the 35-yard line. 1st down, TCU, as Curtis Motkins is brought down by Kerry Brabham, and now we know why. Curtis Motkins was a Texas high school all-star. Is he quick or what? Michael Jackson slotted left as a receiver, and they fake to Palmer. Giles rolling left. Giles looking for running room to the 30, 25, now near the 26-yard line, and driven out of bounds there. Somebody throw a flag down there, for goodness sakes. 4th down and 2. Wishbone backfield, near hash mark. Giles and TCU to go. Giles keeps, has the 1st down and more inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Great blocking and a 1st and goal for the Horned Frogs. Far hash mark this in Michael Jackson in motion. Giles to throw again. Under pressure this time. He is going to be sacked. No, he got out of it somehow. Gets out to the 30, cuts back at the 35. Flag down, 40, 45, near midfield at the 50, and a flag flies as Ron Giles scrambles for 18 yards and a 1st down at midfield, but there is a penalty flag back at the 30-yard line. Here's a 3rd and 8. 35-yard line. Giles with time. Now Giles steps up into the pocket and completes the pass to Shipley at the 18-yard line to the 15, down to the 14, 13, before he's finally tackled. Marcelo Simmons, Marcus Melanson, and Chris Collins bring him down. 1st down, TCU, and Shipley has another reception.